Aries, this is Lisa with the Poet Oracle, and today we're going to find out what's going on with you and the person that's on your mind. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer. If you haven't yet subscribed, then go ahead and do so, and that way you'll be notified when future videos are released. Today we're going to look at tarot cards, oracle cards, and even personal messages. But just keep in mind that this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If you feel that any roles need to be reversed from how I present it, then go ahead and flip it. I do want to say that I am doing a giveaway, so any comments that you make on any of my videos between now and the end of October, I am going to choose a winner for a free reading. If you are chosen for that free reading, I will let you know via your comment, so make sure to check your notifications. Okay, well, it looks like we're starting this reading off with the Four of Cups, followed by the Four of Wands in the reverse, and then followed by the Fool card in the reverse. So the person that you're thinking about is full of regret, okay? They know that they missed an opportunity with you, and they're very unhappy. This was something that was a very high-level commitment, but now with this Four of Wands showing up in the reverse versus in the upright, now this person feels very unwelcomed. They don't feel that they can come forward to you, that they really have missed this. They're feeling very depressed about this, really contemplating and reevaluating, you know, their actions and this relationship as a whole. And with the Fool card, you know, they understand, or at least they're starting to understand, that they made some bad choices. They were very careless when it came to this relationship, and due to their recklessness and their carelessness, it's caused some trust issues in this relationship. So you no longer trust this person. Definitely feel that this was a higher level commitment. There could have been also conflict within the family, meaning outside of the immediate you and this person. There could have been family members that you were having conflicts with, or that this person was having conflicts with. But I'm just feeling that this person feels extremely disconnected from you at this time, and feels like they can't come forward, put it that way, to say anything to you. Let's get some more from this card. It's almost like they were so inconsiderate of your feelings with their behaviors. Just so never even thought about how their actions were going to hurt you until you walked away, or until you pulled away if you've not walked away completely. We got cards going crazy. Let's just get, here we go. Yeah, we got the Judgment card, all right? Somebody called Judgment. I feel that this was you. This is having clarity, making a final decision, having that wake-up call to where your true happiness is, where your purpose lies. And it just feels like you've come to some understanding that you deserve more than what this person was or is offering. Let's get one or two more from this. All right. Both of these came out when I asked about it. All right, we got the Nine of Cups that came out with the High Priestess in the reverse. Now, let's just talk about that High Priestess in the reverse. This is somebody that had very clouded insight, right? They couldn't see things clearly as if it were in the upright. Now, what they couldn't see clearly is that you were their everything with this Nine of Cups. You were their end all be all. You were their wish come true. Okay, they didn't see it at the time. They didn't see it until you pulled away, until you walked away. All right, that came out quickly. We got the Strength card that's sitting here in the reverse. Now you could be dealing with a Leo or something within Leo season, but this is somebody that self-sabotages out of fear. Okay, this person may have feared the intimacy. They may have feared the commitment. This is also somebody that abuses their power. And what I mean by that is, if somebody knows that you love them, they may feel like, well, they'll never leave me, right? And so they just continue to do things over and over again, abusing the position in which they sit at within your heart. Okay. Ooh, that card came out. Oh, weird. Okay. We got the Three of Wands that's sitting here. Now, it did come out in the upright, but it flipped about 100 million times before it fell. And so with the Three of Wands, this is all about teamwork, right? It's expanding something, growing something, maybe even traveling. And so this person, it feels like they kind of went back and forth. Either they were there or they weren't there. Or this can mean that this person wants to come back together and collaborate and expand this relationship further. They also may see you as expanding in another direction, okay? Especially with that Judgment card. You may be kind of on a different path, on a different journey. One more, all right. All right, we got the Knight of Pentacles that sits in the reverse. And so this is somebody that's super stubborn, okay, that you may be thinking about, or you may be somebody that's very stubborn and not wanting to work on this. But this represents a lazy energy. And this came out right on top of the Judgment card in the spread. And so it's almost like you're like, you know what, I'm tired of being the one to give everything to this relationship and you not give anything, or at least just maybe giving the bare minimum. And so that's what this feels like, is a very immature energy that really did not come to the table with the same intensity that you did. All right, when this person thinks about you, what do they think about? Let's flip that around. All right. And guys, don't forget to drop a comment. If you want a personal reading, you have that chance to potentially win one for free. Ooh, when this person thinks about you, they are obsessed. Okay, this is the Devil card. Now, you could be dealing with the Capricorn. Something could be happening in Capricorn season. But when the Devil shows up, honey, I feel like this person is very obsessed, very sexually lusty over you. They just can't get you off their minds. They may also deal with some type of addictions of some sort. You may be their addiction. All right, let's get a couple more. What else does this person think about when they think about you? Queen of Wands that sits here in the reverse. And so the Queen of Wands is somebody that's cold, aggressive, okay? Doesn't bring that type of love. It's in a negative way. And so this person feels like you've gone very cold on them, and that you may even be a little bit aggressive. Like you may have checked this person up, down, sideways, and everything else. And so now they're like, dang, like the intensity that they came out with. You know, it's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that card was, it's a thin line between love and hate, okay? And so I don't know who that resonates with, but there's a thin line between love and hate. All right. Wow. We got the Nine of Wands that shows up. This person feels like you got your defenses up. Okay, you're keeping your boundaries in place. You're like, you're not coming back in. I'm not going to let you back into the inner depths of my soul. You can stay over there, and I'm going to guard myself. That's how they feel. It may not be the case, but that's how they feel, that you've put up some barriers against them. Four of Swords is coming up in the reverse. And so when they think about you, they think, you know, at this point, you've had a lot of anxiety about this situation. You had a lot of sleepless nights when it was sitting in the upright. But now they feel very burdened, right? They're ready to act now. So when this person thinks about you, they're ready to come forward, but you got your barriers up. And so this person may want to come forward, but they have absolutely no clue how to do it, honey. No clue, because you are standing bold and strong, like you're not coming in here. Look at that. We got the Four of Wands that shows up in the reverse again. Okay, Four of Wands in the reverse. When this person thinks about you, they think about how unhappy they made this situation, and they feel very unwelcomed at this point. They don't feel like your arms are open, like you're willing to take them back in the same way, or that you even view them the same way. Last one. When this person thinks about you, honey, we got the Star. Now, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or something within Aquarius season. But when the Star comes out, it's like this person has a lot of hope. They might be watching you. You may be in the spotlight in some type of way. Or this is just saying that you really do stand out from the crowd. You stand out from everybody else, and they are seeing this very clearly. The one thing I like about this card in this deck is you can see she has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land, which means that you are very balanced when it comes to your emotions versus your thinking, or at least this is how this person feels. Okay, I don't know why I want to do it, but when you think about this person, what do you think about? Let's get a couple cards and see, what do you think about? Okay. What are you thinking when this person pops into your brain? Ten of Swords that sits in the reverse, okay? Listen, the Ten of Swords in general, is a lot of pain. It's somebody that really has just done you so dirty. It's hitting absolute rock bottom. You may have felt very betrayed by this person. Not only betrayed once, but I feel like you were betrayed more than one time by this person. But with this showing up in the reverse, when you think about this person and this card shows up, it's almost like you're like, you know what? I'm taking a break from you. I'm finally saying no to this situation. I'm walking away from it. It's been too painful. It's been too hard. We hit rock bottom, and I no longer want to stay on the bottom with you. All right, that's how this feeling is coming out. Let's get a couple more. What do you think about when you think about them? I just feel like they did you dirty one too many times. You couldn't overlook it anymore. Okay. Could not overlook it anymore. And now they're in this great deal of regret because they were careless with you. They were careless with your feelings. Ace of Pentacles that sits in the reverse. So when you think about this person, you feel like they may have caused you to go into debt in some type of way. And if not, they just rocked your whole foundation, your balance in life, your, you know, the foundation in which you should have in a relationship was rocky like that. Okay. So they may have come in and offered you something that was stable, and they brought you something that was very unstable. Okay. Oh, man. Ace of Swords in the reverse. And so now you feel like this person was very dishonest. They made a lot of really bad judgment calls when it came to this. They also may have said some really... Whenever I see the swords, right, I always think about how words cut like knives. And so this person may have had a mouth on them that just made you feel like garbage when they spoke to you. Doesn't have to be everybody, but somebody may resonate with that. Okay, one more of what do you think about? Okay, the whole deck came out, honey. What do you think about when you think about them? One more. And then we'll go to our oracle cards. So just one more. And one more energy on what you think about when they pop into your head. Too many. Ay, ay, ay. When they pop into your head, honey, with this Four of Cups, let me be the one to tell you, you are highly unfulfilled by this person. When the Four of Cups shows up, it's like, you know, it's almost like this person promises things that they don't actually deliver on. And so if they were to come forward and offer their love now, I think you'd be like, I'm sorry, is somebody talking? You know what I mean? Because you're just like so completely unfulfilled by this person. Now you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces with the cups showing up. But we have every sign that's showing on the table. So... all right, let's move to oracle cards. I think we got enough. You're highly unfulfilled, and now this person's in a great deal of remorse, regret. They lost the chance with you. This says, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So you may have had to depend, or you may have to depend on your friend base to kind of help you through this transition from this person. This also could be this person going to their friends for help in how to deal with this, or maybe even how to reapproach you. Okay, let's get a couple more. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. It's sitting in the reverse. And so you may have pulled back from the world in which you reside in, meaning your circle. But now you're starting to come back out of that. You're starting to go out, have a good time, you know, do those things that you were able to do prior to maybe this break. This also could be this person who retreated and now wanting to come back in. Okay, let's get... I'm going to say let's get one more. It says let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So this person may be trying to control it a little too much, or tried to control it a little too much. And maybe now they're sitting back saying, you know what, let me see what happens. Okay. All right. I'm going to shuffle these 1 second. Okay. Let's get a couple from here. What other messages do we have about this situation? We have I like you sitting in the reverse, okay? And this is what it stands for is someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and wanting to date. And it's sitting in the reverse because why? Because I think you're totally unfulfilled by this person. You're like, if they came back, I don't even like who they are. You may love them, but you don't like who they are as a person because of how they treated you, because of how careless they were with you. All right, we have the clock. This says it needs time, takes time. In time cycles, it's time to heal and progress. This is what you're trying to work on. You're like, you know what? I need to heal from the pain in which I felt from this person. And it's going to take time to do that. You know, just like it took time to hurt you, it's going to take time to heal, okay? And it's time for you to really do your shadow work and understand, what is it that you learned from this situation? Did you learn how to establish boundaries that are healthy and keep them? Did you learn self-love? Like, what is it that you learned? Because once you figure that out, forgiveness is yours, honey. Leave the loss, learn the lesson, all right? We got the chaser that sits in the reverse. So in the upright, this means a chaser in a codependent relationship, somebody that has fear of abandonment issues, is sitting in the reverse. So you or this person may have had some abandonment issues, even dating back to when you were children, right, that need to be healed. And so there may have been some codependency in this particular situation that just added pressure to the relationship. It's almost like a pressure cooker, like eventually it just bursts, okay? Let's get a soulmate manifest card, all right? This says, stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. Let me read that again for the people in the back. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. Okay? You can have a whole peach yard, but there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like peaches, honey. Don't dog yourself because of somebody else's thoughts and opinions. All right, let's move over to... No. Before we get to personal messages, I need a fairy temple oracle with this heavy, painful reading. All right, let's get just a little bit of beauty back in. I love these cards. They're absolutely gorgeous, and they have beautiful messages on them. Ooh, we got shine, honey. Shine on, shine on. Yes, what this says is open up, stand out, and realize, okay? Open up yourself and realize the power in which that resides within you. And once you do that, once you start to show the world that beautiful glow that's inside of you on a daily basis, you're going to stand out and you're going to start to realize what it is that you are truly deserving of when it comes to love, period. Now let's go to some personal messages. What messages do you need to hear in addition to these cards? All right, let's get some personal messages. That's too many. They're coming out in big old stacks. All right, you know what? I'm going to take this stack because that's how it's coming out. We have changes, lots of changes coming up. And it says, go hard or go home. So when these changes happen, you're going to be working really hard at really creating a new foundation or a new base for yourself. It says your response is what you have control of, okay? You can't control what anybody else does or says, but you can surely control how you respond to it. And then it says if you are only trying to impress others, you will become unimpressed with yourself. Have you been a people pleaser? Were you a people pleaser with this person, pleasing them but dissatisfying yourself? I want one more. I want one more. I feel like somebody's going through a transformation. You don't need the entire journey lined up to take the first step. Yes. Listen, what are you doing today for your tomorrow? Okay, it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be this humongous leap. No. But what are you doing? Are you putting thought to it? Are you doing actions with it? What are you doing? You don't need everything figured out to start moving forward. Period. Let's get you a poem. All right, poem excerpt. All right. Let's get a poem excerpt. Whoa. Now, these are just poem excerpts from my poems. I am going to eventually be recording poems on my TikTok. Once I do that, I will share that with you guys here so that maybe you can go and listen to an entire poem when I read just an excerpt from it. All right. Let's get, all right, there we go. All right, you know what? I'm going to take these two that came out. This is number 28, Insecurity. The brutality of what I would be as opposed to what I should be forced me to look internally so I could understand my insecurity. Listen, there may be a lot of pressure that you put on yourself to be a certain way, or maybe this person put pressure on you to be a certain way with them. Maybe they wanted you to not speak your mind as much. Maybe they didn't want you to really be who you really are. And what this is saying is that it was brutal for you. It was painful to have to put on this front of being, you know, maybe what somebody wants you to be, like that people pleaser. But finally, now you're starting to understand that you need to heal some things within. You need to look internally and really start to understand where that level of people pleasing comes from. And once you can heal that, once you can recognize it and heal it, then you no longer put yourself in the brutality of people pleasing again in any relationship, romantic, friend, work, whatever. Okay. And we have number 29, shame. I'm actually ashamed. I somehow allowed myself to stay, blaming myself for the reasons their love or lack thereof became this way. This goes right back to the previous poem. You were people pleasing. You stayed too long. You put up with too much. You know what? Okay, you allowed yourself to stay. Maybe you justified it with love, but at the same point, you were not loving yourself. And so this is like you were blaming yourself for every time they were upset, for the times that they did you dirty. Maybe they cheated on you and you started thinking of all the reasons that you made them cheat on you. Okay, and so now you're starting to see like, I'm actually ashamed that I did that I put myself so low below somebody else that I couldn't even see my own worth. Whew. All right, let's get some personal messages from this person that is in remorse and regret. Now, this is my deck. It's a little bit big, so we're going to split it. We're going to get 5 cards from both. So what would this person want to say to you if they could say it with no pride, no ego, and no fear? What would they want to say to you? You are everything to me. They may not have shown it. This is what they're feeling. All right, what else? What else do they want to say? Okay, there we go. We've been through a lot together, all right? They're acknowledging like you guys have had some journeys together. It's the small things that you do that I love the most. So now they're starting to see all those small things. You know, what is that song by Betty Wright? No, what is it? No, who sings that song? Look up Catchin' Hell is the name of the song. Okay, I don't know who sings it right now off the top of my head. It's like, I'm catching hell, living here alone. All right, sorry for the singing, but that's how the song goes. So go find Catchin' Hell. It might be, I can't think of who sings that song. The memory of us haunts me. So they're catching hell. That's all I know. Go check that song out. I'll put a comment afterwards as to who the singer is. Maybe put a link to the video. We'll see. All right, one more from this deck. You're not listening. Close your ears and listen with your heart. So this person feels that their love may be misunderstood by you. You may be looking at the actions as opposed to what you may feel off of this person. All right, let's get 5 from this deck. What else do they want to say to you? What else did, all right. You are a star. You forced me to look at myself within the darkness. We had the star card show up. So that definitely lines up with this reading. So it's like now this person, you are kind of gleaming to them. You are standing out. You are shining bright. And now they're looking at themselves like, how did I lose this? How did I lose this beautiful star that, you know, was so balanced in my life? How did I lose it? Okay, so now that they're in the darkness, they're really doing a lot of self-evaluation, which is definitely a beautiful, good thing. Okay. This says, I hate when we argue. No, that's right. Stresses this person out when y'all are not on good terms. I have so many regrets. Heavy. Heavy. All right, 2 more. What else does this person want to say to you? We have gone so far. Is this over? So, dang, I can't even pick the card up. Is this over? One more. Man, we did 24 minutes already. I can't believe it, but that's all right. Somebody need a message. Okay, there we go. Last message. Who are you under that mask? So this person feels like you're not maybe showing exactly what you're going through. Are you going through the same level of pain as them, the same level of darkness? Maybe you just have a brilliant way of hiding that. All right, well, these are your messages. Make sure to come back and check me out again.